Now the house is open for the question sessions, and let me remind, during our discussions, lot of questions have come on the chat box. When the questions doesn't come, in between the chat box, questions will be addressed to you. I request the delegates to please an open house for question and answer sessions. Anybody can raise their hand and start asking the questions. It's an interactive session now.
Am I audible? I'm Madhur Madhav.
Yes, sir.
I have put in the chat box also. Bamboo is supposed to be one of the best products for climate mitigation. And if used properly, it can help achieve the goals of climate mitigation in very good ways, whether it is plantation of bamboo or use of its products. But nothing much has been talked about this. And especially when you're looking at climate mitigation and you're talking about charcoal manufacturing, nothing which is a feasible method of manufacturing charcoal in a non-polluting method has been discussed about. So unless a industry, there's a direction of development of industries which industrialists can adopt for making a non-polluting methods, which that means the industry doesn't have a risk of being shut down by pollution boards, nothing much can progress. That's point number one. Point number two, any byproducts that are made, are they officially approved for usage by various government departments like biovinegar or the syngas, etc.? I don't see an answer there. So I don't know what is being done in that segment. And I would like to know from the experts that what is, in case I'm missing something, that somebody can put an input, advise me on this.
Yes, sir. Myself, I am Ritesh here. With regard to this non-polluting method of making charcoal, we are coming out with a roadmap where the detailed method of making both charcoal and activated charcoal and the cost of production of charcoal will be given. And basically, we are suggesting for a retort method where we'll be making the charcoal, and during the process, whatever the gases are coming out, those gases will be utilized, and the liquid which is coming out, that will also be value added.
I just want to add that in the presentation which we have made, so we have indicated some capital cost, but we will be giving a model DPR also to National Bamboo Mission for each product, so that they will have a reference DPR whenever the projects come, so they can view they can validate the project in light of that model DPR. So we are working on that. So along with the recommendation, we'll give the model DPR also to National Bamboo Mission.
Appreciated, Dr. Singh.
And yes, knowledge is never complete. So whatever gap will be there, that we will take up in the research and development. Thank you.
So, appreciated, Dr. Singh, but only thing is that when you're getting byproducts and their various applications, none of these applications are formally approved by the required departments for large-scale applications. Unless those kind of test experiments and approvals are done, I don't know how a large-scale implementation and acceptance can happen. So the R&D towards use of byproducts and approval by various departments is a very key part. Second is, nothing is, in no industry I have seen anything on effluent treatment of the gases which are being put inside the air. That is why charcoal manufacturing in most states is banned. So unless those things are addressed, how do you think industrialists can look forward to investing with a long-term future in hand? This is what is my concern. It is just not making about charcoal, it is beyond that. Making the whole thing for feasible and viable.
Sir, may I say something?
Yeah, please.
I'm Rohit Pandit from the Indian Paper Manufacturers Association. I have two specific suggestions. One is, there was a discussion just 5-10 minutes back on the production linked incentive scheme. The official from DPIIT said that no further expansion is on the table right now. 2 years back, from the paper industry side, we had suggested to them a slight modification for the paper industry, which would be also applicable for the bamboo sector as such. See, under PLI, you have to commit a amount of investment, and then with incremental production and incremental increase in capacity, which leads to incremental sales, you get an incentive on the incremental sales. So we had suggested to them a slightly different, scheme, which was that if you provide an incentive for incremental procurement of raw material, which can be bamboo also or other wood species. So there's a threshold procurement, and if you can incentivize incremental procurement of raw material or bamboo, this kind of a scheme can be, considered. The second suggestion was there's a freight subsidy scheme of the government of India, under which Kisan Rail, under which 50% freight subsidy is given to perishable agro products coming from Northeast to rest of the country. If that can be extended to bamboo with a 50% freight subsidy, I think it will make a significant difference, because like in our sector, apart from the technological changes and the environment, reasons, which is the high silica content, and you can't dispose of lime sludge outside the campus of the paper mill. The third, the important challenge is the commercial aspect, because anything beyond 200 kilometers, it becomes unviable for bamboo to be transported to the mill, because the mill delivered cost becomes much higher as compared to other pulpwood species. So if the freight subsidy scheme, which is already in place, can be extended to bamboo from Northeast. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your input. Yeah, anybody,
Good
house is open for the comments and suggestions.
Good afternoon, sir.
In the
Permit-
recent budget that was announced yesterday,
Hello.
our finance minister talked about biodegradable plastics. Now, currently, when biodegradable plastic is being made, it is being, you are using the synthetic PLA mixing with bamboo and making it. It is using synthetic material which is 100% imported and is a high cost. Is some research being planned to use molecules and making it agri-based biodegradable polymer instead of using the synthetic imported biopolymers?
Yeah,
And the
Gupta ji.
special focus has been referred by the finance minister in the budget speech. And I'm sure it can be a game changer for the
Yeah,
industry.
okay.
I am talking of creating
Okay,
high value added products.
Madhav ji, Dr. Gupta may respond.
Yeah. We can do some work on that area. At present moment, we are not doing on that area, but we can do some work on that area. That is a promising area.
Good afternoon,
Sir,
sir.
good
With
evening,
permission here.
Sir, may I come in, sir?
Andhra Pradesh.
Srinivas from Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Yeah.
I request the chair, sir, to kindly communicate all PPTs, sir, so that it is more useful for the further use, sir.
Yeah, okay, that is okay. We will put all this discussion on the YouTube also, no issue. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon,
Hello,
sir. This is
I am
Parmeshwar
from-
here from Bangalore. The thing is, in the pre-discussion, actually, we raised many things, and Sujata madam studied very deeply and covered all of the issue, most of the issues we raised in the pre-discussion meeting. Few things actually we need a little more clarity, and we need few more things to add it. One is the delay in the subsidy release is not just because of the bank joint inspection, but the entire process from receiving the application to the final, there is no timeline guideline. That is actually because in the document it's mentioned just because of the bank inspection. That is a very negligible thing. And another thing is there is all the mission manufacturer, because all the schemes, 90% of the schemes is supporting the primary beneficiary is the mission manufacturers, because they are getting mission order through CFC and from the entrepreneurs. But actually there is no provision to cross check or evaluate their quality of the machines, because sorry to say that because of the government procurement, no one is bothered about the quality of the machine manufacturing. In private people, we are suffering a lot because of the CFC quality machine manufactured by the manufacturers. And many machines we bought, and some machines actually is not even able to use it even after 10 or 15 lakh. This kind of issues, we in some kind of monitoring or R&D based incentives required for the machine manufacturers. And also the R&D requests from industry need to be considered, because everyone having different kind of issues, since there is no industrial structure is not available for this particular sector. So everyone having different kind of R&D issues. So industry based some R&D request should be approved with a grant or something to develop our own machines or any process, something like that. And next one is there is no code, GST code for the bamboo construction. Nowadays, we doing many construction activities, but we are using furniture code. Also, sometimes we have to use other code also. So the thing is, there is no proper code for the bamboo construction that we required, because it's high value billing also is coming. And there is actually one more thing we humbly requesting that how many existing units are there, create some kind of survey that what is their problems, how they are surveying. Now, actually, Sujata Madam also mentioned that dozens of units started, only 3 or 4 is surveying, but that 3 or 4 also need to survey further. So the thing is, we need some kind of actually documentation or some kind of interaction with the people is required, like what is happening right now. This is a great thing. So this kind of interaction also is required for the further survival. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your inputs. We have noted down.
Can
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, please.
So in continuation to what Mr. Krishnan
Yeah,
said right now, the subsidy that is provided for various industries is not in line with the total capital expenditure, plant and machine expenditure these days. Don't you think it should be reviewed, especially for charcoal and active charcoal? They are two different products. And the subsidy that is provided to set up these units is not sufficient enough. Probably the caps need to be reviewed.
See our presentation, or you joined late?
No, I slightly later around 10:30.
So we did not see our presentation. We'll share presentation with you. Okay, we have made the mention there. Okay, that is what was
Okay.
covered in the first presentation. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I then missed it.
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Please. Yeah, please.
I'm Muralidharan. I was earlier with the Kerala Forest Research Institute, and I'm currently a consultant with the INBAR. I have two major points. One is regarding the productivity of plantations that we are going to raise in the future. Now, NBM had these guidelines for quality planting material and accreditation nurseries right from 2014, but the level of implementation, unfortunately, has been rather embarrassingly low. And now I wonder what NBM can do now to speed up the process wherever it doesn't get implemented, and ensure that the quality of planting material that is added. This includes also the right species site matching, and the best of the clones for the particular industrial use. And ensure somehow that at least for the plantations that are supported by NBM, these get implemented. That's one point which may not be directly relevant to the subjects discussed today, but I hope it will be taken up for discussion. The second thing is that just yesterday I attended on behalf of INBAR the TC 296 meeting on bamboo and rattan of the International Standards Organization, ISO. And it was the absence of India there was very, very embarrassing to me. I represented INBAR, but this has not been the case just yesterday, but for the many meetings that I've attended, India is nowhere to be represented. I think we as a community involved in bamboo need to take this up issue with BIS. Probably my suggestion is that we need a separate team for bamboo and related aspects as far as standards are concerned. I say this because earlier India used to be a major contributor to the standards for bamboo. Now we don't see that kind of activity. We are a big country. We need to be represented at ISO, mainly because most of the bamboo species used in products are MOSO, and we also need to look at. I will stop here, and if there are any more issues that, any more questions regarding what I said, I can join in. Thank you.
Thank you. We have noted down your points. We'll take up with the BIS.
Can I speak, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir, I am from Kutch, Gujarat, and I am also planting the 100 acre of farm of bamboo. एंड अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे त्रिपुरा में है. त्रिपुरा में हम लोग बाम्बू स्टैंड लंबर के लिए फैक्ट्री करने वाले हैं. तो उसके लिए सर हम कहाँ से सपोर्ट मिलेगा और कांटेक्ट कहाँ से करें सर? जैसे मुथा और एसएस कर रहे हैं वैसे ही हम लोग प्लानिंग करने वाले हैं और उसके लिए यहाँ पे मतलब लैंड भी ले लिया है और अभी कंस्ट्रक्शन शुरू करेंगे और उसके आगे फर्दर अभी प्रोसेस सब करेंगे सर. तो उसके लिए सपोर्ट और कांटेक्ट कहाँ पे मिलेगा सर?
हाँ सर, आपका क्वेश्चन सुना, अच्छा लगा, आप इंडस्ट्री डाल रहे हैं. आप डायरेक्टली डॉक्टर विपिन चावला, डायरेक्टर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ वुड्स एंड टाइम्बर सर को एक चिट्ठी लिखिए. हमारे पास इसकी डीपीआर बनी हुई है. हम आपको इसमें टेक्निकल इनपुट देने के लिए तैयार हैं. आप हमारे को कांटेक्ट कीजिए. हम आपको एक डीपीआर का फॉर्मेट है वो आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे और उस हिसाब से आपकी इंडस्ट्री डल जाएगी.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू.
Hi, sir.
Now, may I come in? Hello, sir. Is it audible? Hello.
Sir,
Yes,
your
please.
voice is audible, sir.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Sir, I am Pulak Kumar Mondal. I am representative this Northeast Kenyan Bamboo Development Council. It is in Guwahati. So, sir, in the northeastern state, you know, a lot of bamboo still here, and 2 paper mill already shut down. It was one was in the Panchgram, other is Jagi Road. So, sir, there is a surplus of raw material. So, सर हम लोग यही से बैम्बू भी काफी टन जाता है पेपर मिल में. सो सर मेरा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, और यहाँ पे सर जो मेलिकेना बेसिफेरा, वी हैव ए प्लेंटी ऑफ bamboo Melicana vesifera, which was the main raw material of both paper mill. Even sir in Tuli, in Nagaland, there was also a paper mill, and that also shut down. So that's why in that region also surplus of this bamboo. Even sir, I have a entrepreneur who has more than 1,000 bigha of land, and the bamboo is there, and he need to sell the bamboo. But selling bamboo from here to the other pulp and paper industries, this transportation cost is very high and it is not economic. So my question is, Dr. Preeti Madam, as we are working under this Ministry of Donor, because Ministry of Donor and Northeastern Council, they are also supporting us for development of bamboo sector. So we want to set up a very small scale pulp and paper industries in the northeastern states. So what will be the this project cost? This is my first question. And another question is regarding this bamboo charcoal. We have a discussion on bamboo charcoal. Sir, for your kind information, so there are two mechanical bamboo charcoal unit in this northeastern state. So all these machines were brought from China. This company name is based on, but unfortunately they are not successfully run. So then NECVDC, it is studied and we modify the technology, that is a pyrolysis process, and hopefully we'll inaugurate that same kind of machine with modern technology in Mizoram. Maybe this month, February, it is already done. Only the final process is there. But in that process, I don't think so. This environmental harmful is there because this technology is quite different. I don't think so that environmental loss something what is discussion is going on. So so I'll ask to Dr. Preeti ma'am how much cost is involved for this setup of some kind of industries. Thank you sir. Thank you ma'am.
Yes, sir. DPR, as earlier I have shown in my presentation the case study, and the detailed DPR we will provide to the organization, and you can get the idea. But in general, I'm telling you, if we go for a plant up to 2 to 5 ton per day capacity, the cost will only of pulp plant will come around 5 crores for machinery part, not other than land, and the conversion of pulp to molded items. Then you have to go for the different dyes. So in case of dyes, there are many options. The state of art that the units which are producing complete automatic are there are suppliers like Parasons are there, then Ecovare are also there. If you go for searching on Google, you will find number of and the automatic dye machine of segmented trays. Those are जिनका की सबसे ज़्यादा market है. Those are coming in between 8 crores to 10 crores, depending on the sellers, and you can negotiate with them. And the individual dyes you can get in the range of like a quarter plate or a full plate that comes around one dye of 250 kg per day capacity. You see that if you have a plant size 1 ton per day capacity, then you have to put a 4 dyes plant, and उनका कीमत आप कोयम्बटूर में they are supplier like comes around the 20 to 25 lakhs per dye. Of one unit item like bowls, and that also depends on the number 1 to 1. So all those things I will put in the DPR and will provide to IWST for further exploring the prospects. And so that is for 5 ton per day plant. As you may have get the information about the subsidy for agro fibers to different part of the India. If you have having the surplus bamboo, there are number of takers, Indian pulp and paper industry, those sitting in the Uttarakhand, Punjab and UP, and you can work out on that. And after the subsidy, 50% subsidy, as Shri Pandit told earlier, that how much you are the cost, or you can work on that area also. There are you can supply in form of sticks also and chips also. You can put a chips plant also to supply the whatever is the beneficial for you and the industry. So that is another area. But for our plant, what we are promoting, CTMP plant, I will provide the DPR, and you can get the full information, or you can contact us directly also for the support. There are a number of issues related to the machinery part. If you are not going to the right vendor, then you will have to face the struggle. So voluntarily, we want to give the consultancy to set up the plant and to run it successfully. Thank you.
Hello. The gentleman from NECBDC, can we have your number, sir?
Yes, sir. I have a number.
Yeah.
I'll speak to Dr. Preeti ma'am. If this Northeastern Council is putting this 15 crore, so what will be the capacity? The 5 ton per
Yes.
day is enough?
regarding charcoal?
Yeah. As I told you that there are two parts. One is pulp making part that will not go beyond 5 crores. But for the dye making, there are the option of this individual item wise dye and the automatic plant for the complete the setup. So that is the choice based on the fund and the the paying capacity, I think.
Yeah, this, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll contact you for this detailed DPR.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Regarding charcoal, you just write in the chat message box. We'll contact you later on, sir. Regarding charcoal, you raise second query.
I'll share into this chat box. Sir,
I'll
my number.
give it to Priya Kumar Singh, sir. We will contact him.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You know, sir. You know better. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We welcome Srimati Seemaga, PCCF here for this discussion to be continued. Later on, after 5 to 10 minutes, ma'am will have an address.
Okay.
Discussion is being
hi,
continued.
Hi team, can I take opportunity to discuss? I am Pradeep Tudwad here, life member Bamboo Society of India from Karnataka. This
please.
question, I am first of all on behalf of the farming community. We are thankful to the IWST for hosting multiple programs and making it live and YouTube availability for the end farmers. Just a query here, as we have a NVM National Bamboo Mission State Mission Directors and respective National Director. Sir, ma'am, we have a request for the farmers. Whenever there is a bamboo planting material is supplied, they need to approach the respective forest department or the concerned. Instead, NBM can give a provision like there is a central fruit ID. The similar way, NBM can provide, farmer can apply online and complete all the planting requisition and subsidy, whatever it can be streamlined in the online. That is a lack here from the farming community, because whatever subsidy or information, it is not going to the right people or only few members are availing, and there is a gap between forest department conveying the schemes towards the farming community. This point to be taken as a requisition on behalf of the farming community. And we request IWST team IWST, you are developing a very good planting material, but such a quality planting material should be facilitated in the respective agri department, like each and every agri universities. If we take in Karnataka itself 6 agri research institutions and all, there is no quality planting material supply from the IWST. Like somebody need to come to Bangalore only. Instead, it can be facilitated in the respective agriculture university where farming community is having a direct access to avail the quality planting material. This is a request towards the IWST. Hope these points are noted. And the third point is we have a mission director, state and national. Team, I request you, there is a district mineral fund, which is as per the recent guideline from the Supreme Court to utilize the proper district mineral fund, which is paid as a royalty from the mineral owners. There are a lot of degraded lands available in India and across the available in Karnataka and across the India. Many reasons DMF fund is unutilized. So if a national institute or mission director, or for prepare a policy to utilize at least 5% of the DMF fund for the bamboo promotional activity, where respective district collector or DM is authorized to issue the fund, it will boost the bamboo sector a big way, and ecological balancing also happens. So this is a request to the mission director. Thank you team for giving me opportunity here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pradeep. In fact, state mission director will respond to your point. But before that, for IWST, we will certainly liaison with the agriculture university, and we will provide this transfer this quality planting material, and provided they have the facilities, so they can utilize our resources, and then they can provide you the the planting, quality planting material in due course. And further, see, but I would like to make one point very clear that until unless we link the cultivation of bamboo with the utilization, it is not going to take place on the scale which we want. And it should not have a negative impact also. If the farmers grow bamboo, they should find market also. Otherwise, it will be a discouragement. So for Bamboo Society, I must advise you that you should also try to link up with certain entrepreneurs who can set up the industry. We are ready to provide the technological support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable inputs. Definitely, there are scope because in Kerala, we recently observed Kerala agribusiness incubation, and in the manage we have a agribusiness incubation. Similar way, we have a agribusiness incubation in most of the agriculture university. If IWST facilitate them technology transfer, definitely it helps. For example, somebody in the Dharwad region, if they want to avail the benefit of the IWST quality planting material and establish the industry, if they were given some advisory or training in collaboration with IWST and Agribusiness Incubation Center, like University of Agriculture Science Dharwad, for example. So similar way, it helps many entrepreneurs and women entrepreneurs to avail, okay, these are the quality material, planting things, and what are the issues, challenges. IWST is doing a fantastic job or more contribution towards bamboo sector. Definitely, it will help a lot, sir. Thank you again, sir. Namaste.
We conduct 2 trainings, especially for this kind of entrepreneurs only, supported by Government of India. So we last time also slot was for 30, but we accommodated 45. So likewise, if the entrepreneurs come and then join it, we are ready to facilitate them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next question.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, please.
सर सर नमस्ते, मैं समीर जमातिया त्रिपुरा से हूँ। सविनय बोल रहा है।
please,
सविनय बोल रहा है सबका साथ। सर मेरा जो सिंपल है प्रैक्टिकल का जीरो ग्रास रे बोल रहा हूँ। ट्राइबल बेल जहाँ पे प्लांटेशन हो रहा है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, ट्राइबल बेल में, यहाँ पे सब IFS है, सब जानता है। वहां पे सभी ने RFR लैंड जो है, इवन जो वहां पे बैठा है सुसन भी है, लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस 99 से है, वो प्रैक्टिकल का बोल रहा हूँ। तो वहां पे जो प्लांटेशन करता है अभी NBM का जो है, जो बैम्बू मिशन का, जिसे स्पेसिस भी लगाओ फॉरेस्ट में एरिया में, उसका पास जो ट्राइबल है हम, वो डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं होता है, वो सब्सिडाइज नहीं मिलता है कुछ भी। ये इशू बड़ा है, ये तो इशू है नंबर 1। नंबर 2 है जब हार्वेस्ट करके उसको सेलिंग के लिए जाता है, तब उसको फॉरेस्ट बोलता है बैम्बू पास ले लो एज पर त्रिपुरा बैम्बू का फॉरेस्ट है। वो बोलता है बैम्बू पास उसका क्या 8% देना पे करना पड़ता है। वो पे करने के लिए फार्मर वो जाके रेंज ऑफिस में जाना है, बहुत मुश्किल है। वो जाने के लिए सोचता भी नहीं तो जला देगा। दैट्स द इशू। सेकंड है GST 5%। वो फार्मर कैसे GST हो लेके वो बैठेगा। थर्ड है उसके बाद जब जाएगा इंटर स्टेट क्रॉस करेगा, उसके लिए तो और वो बोलेगा TP CP। वो इवन रिसेंटली जस्ट 15 डेज करीमगंज का DFO बाय नेम, DFO का नीचे में टेरिस ओलिवेरा को पहचानता नहीं पाया बोला। ऐसा भी है, आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पाता स्पेसिस को। देयर इज द इशू।
समीर
ना हम बोल रहे हैं सर, प्लीज हमको टाइम दीजिए। प्रैक्टिकल का बोल रहा हूँ।
जो आज का टॉपिक है उसको बोलिएगा तो अच्छा है। आज का जो टॉपिक है ना उसको बोलिए। हाँ
नहीं ना, हमारा टॉपिक है अब रॉ मटेरियल अवेलेबल करना है, प्लांटेशन का वो टॉपिक है। जो हम प्लांटेशन करना है, रॉ मटेरियल अवेलेबल करना है, जैसे टॉपिक का बिना रॉ मटेरियल से कैसा हो सकता है बताइए सर। तो इशू है, हम प्लांटेशन नहीं कर पाएगा तो बैम्बू के लिए अब जैसे हम इंश्योरेंस करना है, फायर इंश्योरेंस करना है बैम्बू का प्लांटेशन का, वो इंश्योरेंस भी नहीं होता है, पेपर मांगता है हमारे पास। हम ट्राइबल कहाँ से पेपर देगा? अब बता दीजिए सर, सिंपल है, कहाँ से पेपर दूं उसको, इंश्योरेंस कैसे करूं? इंश्योरेंस क्लेम नहीं होता, इंश्योरेंस वाला बोलता हम नहीं करूंगा, तो प्लांटेशन क्यों करना है? वाई? अब जो स्पीसीज को बोला हम आपका पैसा नहीं लेगा एनबीएम से किसी, बट हमारा पैसा देने से भी नहीं होगा, ऐसा है। बिग इशू है सर ये। जब हम बैंक हमको महीना में 10 ट्रक चाहे आपको ऑन स्पॉट में जीएसटी हम आपको सबमिट कर सकते, दिखा सकते, बट वाई? वो प्रॉब्लम जो इशू है अभी, एक नेशनल ट्रांसफर जो एक फॉरेस्ट से आया, वो भी और भी वो प्रॉब्लम है इसमें। बैम्बू के स्पेसीज का नाम भी बहुत गलत है, कुछ भी नहीं है। और इसमें जो डाटा है, एक ट्रेड वाला जो बिजनेस ये डाटा देगा तो साइंटिस्ट बन जाता है, पीएचडी कर सकता है, इतना डाटा दिया है। तो कैसा है, हाउ अवेलेबल कैसे कर सकते रॉ मटेरियल? ये सोचिए सर, ये ग्रास
हाँ
लेवल का
समीर जी,
बात है।
हाँ आपकी ले
प्लीज
लिया है। अभी पूरा हमारा नेक्स्ट विजिट है, आना है, मिशन डायरेक्टर के साथ डिस्कस करेंगे स्टेट के कि क्या इसका क्या क्या पॉसिबल
मिशन
सॉल्यूशन ला
डायरेक्टर
सकते
का
हैं।
नहीं है सर, हम
आपकी बात
सेक्रेटरी
हमने सुन
इंडस्ट्रियल
ली है,
मिनिस्टर
लेकिन
सभी बोल रहे हो, सभी ने। आप
ग्राउंड लेवल
सुनिए
पे इसको
सर
सॉल्व
प्लीज।
करने के लिए आना पड़ेगा। आपकी बात सुन ली है, बट हमारा ये रोड मैप, हमारा इस हाउ टू इनवाइट मोर इंडस्ट्रीज,
वो
इसके ऊपर
नोट
फोकस है।
वो कीजिए, प्रेस कीजिए सबको, मतलब जो ग्राउंड लेवल का जो है वो बता रहा है, वो समझने के लिए रॉ मटेरियल कैसे प्रॉब्लम है वो है
ठीक है, चल,
जो
थैंक यू फॉर योर इनपुट।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू समीर, थैंक यू। एनी अदर, आप जो यहाँ पर
Good afternoon,
offline
sir.
है, they can also contribute. It's not that priority to only online
Sir, one
people.
small thing,
We saw
sir.
Sanjay
Nice
Singh
idea.
sir wanted to ask some
Hello.
question there.
Yeah,
Mr.
Sanjay.
Sanjay Singh.
Yeah, Sanjay, Dr. Sanjay.
Mr. Vinay Kumar is raised.
Yeah, Vinay Kumar, tab tak, you.
Sir, one small thing I want to tell you.
Yeah, please.
Even after 15 years, we never paid even 100 rupees to any check post. We always maintained before the transit pass issue, and after that also we maintained all the document all the time. So but still there is a challenge. So is there any provision or any kind of support? Because the thing is, now we got this, but it is not easy job for everyone in the night, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or something. Is there any call center kind of thing? Even actually just to report this kind of issues to take further action further. Otherwise, this will be like it's long issues, not solving at all, because the checkpost people pretending that nothing is changed, don't know anything about it. You go and ask the headquarters like that. So that issue is there, but we need some kind of solid step to solve this issue also to help the farmers.
You are talking about Karnataka or Kerala?
No, sir, entire India, because Samir is saying about the India issue. If the now Karnataka also issue is there, but we have Karnataka 3 more species is not exempted because Karnataka is following not the Central Forest Act. So bamboo is not exempted, strictus is not exempted, Oaklandra is not exempted. But in that name, checkpost people always actually harassment still is going on.
Okay. We have
नमस्कार
noted this
सर।
point. Yeah, please.
अजय ठाकुर।
हाँ अजय।
सर कुछ एक पॉइंट्स हैं, कुछ पहले वाले प्रेजेंटेशन से भी है और इसमें भी है। एक तो सर इसके करंट में ये जो प्रॉब्लम बता रहे हैं डॉक्टर परमेश्वरन जी बता रहे हैं, समीर सर, वो अभी तक माइंडसेट में है, और ये कैसे होगा सॉल्व, हम लोग कई नेशनल लेवल पे भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। क्या हो रहा है कि बाकी सब तो ठीक है, एक बंदे को सेल्स टैक्स वाले ने पकड़ लिया कि भाई ये करो, करता तो कुछ नहीं है लेकिन रोक देता है कि भाई ये नहीं है वो नहीं है, जबकि ये ग्रीन बैम्बू फार्मर फील्ड से कट के कोई टैक्स नहीं वो करता है। तो ये चीजें इशू हैं। फॉरेस्ट वालों को तो हम लोग बता रहे हैं बार बार, जहां जहां केस हो रहा है। मध्य प्रदेश एक प्रॉब्लम है, सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है। अच्छा सर, मैं आऊंगा प्रेजेंटेशन पे, जो पॉलिसी में आप लोग का सजेशन था, मेरा थोड़ा एक सजेशन है सर लंबर में हमारा 60% से ऊपर वेस्ट है, स्टिक में 85% वेस्ट है, लेमिनेट में 80 to 80% प्लस वेस्ट है। जब इतना सारा वेस्ट हमारा जनरेट होता है, हम ये एक अप्रोच लेके नहीं चल सकते हैं कि एक इंडस्ट्री हब पे ही, जो हमारा पहले भी हमने भेजा था पीएमओ को डॉक्यूमेंट, यही कहा था कि प्राइमरी प्रोसेसिंग सेंटर पे हमको वर्क करना होगा और हमको हब ही बनाना होगा। से फॉर एग्जांपल मुथा मुथा खुद ही स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे, उनके पास डस्ट टाइप का भी मटेरियल आ रहा था, तो वो स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे कि उनका वेस्ट को कैसे यूटिलाइज करें। तो क्यों ना सर हम एक एनबीएम को रिक्वेस्ट करें, कम से कम वो 1 या 2 सेंटर जो जोन अवेलेबल है वहां की तरफ करें, जहां पे एक का जो वेस्ट है दूसरे का माल है। अब सर चारकोल वाला को जो स्किल सेट चाहिए वो मुथा वाला नहीं करेगा, वो क्यों करेगा सर? जैसे मैं अपने फील्ड का एक्सपर्टाइज हूँ, मैं दूसरे फील्ड का करना मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो उसी तरह चारकोल वाला उसकी एक्सपर्टाइज अलग होगी। बेसिकली जो एक का माल होगा दूसरे को प्रोसेस करके मिल जाए और लॉजिस्टिक्स कॉस्ट हमारा बच जाए, तो ये बहुत अच्छा है। तो ये एक तो मेरा सबमिशन यहाँ था। दूसरा सबमिशन था सर पेपर वाले में। पेपर वाले में तो हम बोल ही रहे थे, आज तो सर आप बड़े वाले ग्रुप में हमारे डिस्कशन होती है, पांडे जी भी कई बार उसके मुखर होते हैं। सर आज तो क्लियर हो गया कि बैम्बू बहुत अच्छा रॉ मटेरियल है। और गुप्ता जी को हम बता देते हैं कि डायरेक्टर साहब जो हैं सीपीपीआरआई के, हमारा एक सर न्यूटन्स का क्लोन है, उसको मैंने इंडस्ट्री में ही भेजा था और इंडस्ट्री में काफ़ी अच्छा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे नॉर्थ में बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्री बैम्बू यूज़ कर रही है और बहुत ही अच्छा उसका रिस्पांस आया था। उसने कहा कि रनिंग पर लेंथ भी उसका बहुत अच्छा है। इवन उसने क्रॉस द अलग अलग से किया था, नॉर्थ ईस्ट से मंगा के सब जगह से किया था। तो यस, हम लोग ऑलरेडी उस पर काम कर रहे हैं और कई वेराइटी की हम लोगों ने बायो फिजिको केमिकल टेस्टिंग कराई हुई है। कुछ मटेरियल जोरहाट के पास अवेलेबल है, कुछ हमारे पास अवेलेबल है। ये तो सर पेपर का है। और पेपर वाले पार्ट में जरूर हमको क्योंकि पेपर बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है सर, छोटी इंडस्ट्री नहीं है, बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है। हमको सर आप जैसे अप्रोच ले रहे हैं कि डीपीपीआईटी को डायरेक्टली इंटरवेंशन में उसमें जाना पड़ेगा। मतलब ये इनफैक्ट एनबीएम भी, क्योंकि पेपर का कोई भी इवन छोटा पल्प यूनिट भी जाएगा सर, वो 8 से 10 करोड़ के आसपास खाली पल्प के लिए ही जाएगा, तो निकालते कम से कम होगा। 10 करोड़ तो कुछ है ही नहीं पेपर वाले में। तो सर बड़े बड़े वाले में सबका एस्टिमेट सर 100 करोड़ के हिसाब से जाता है। तो उसको आप सर एक बड़े पैमाने पे, ऑलरेडी हमारी 2 फैक्ट्रीज है जिसको गवर्नमेंट कोई ना कोई डिसीजन लेगी। हिंदुस्तान पेपर जो है नगांव में और जो वहाँ कचार में है, कुछ ना कुछ डिसीजन लेगी और आगे उसमें बढ़ेगी। तो आई होप सो वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी। लेकिन वो एक जो दिग्भ्रम तैयार कर दिया गया था कि बैम्बू नहीं होता है, बैम्बू सर पहले तो सारा ही बैम्बू से ही होता था, 80% तक होता था। 1990 के बाद बैम्बू अवेलेबिलिटी बंद हुई, आज भी अवेलेबिलिटी इशू है। मैं सर नॉर्थ में एक फैक्ट्री की प्रॉब्लम बताता हूँ, उसको 80,000 टन की रिक्वायरमेंट है, वो बड़े परेशान रहता है बेचारा कि कहाँ से उसका पूरा हो। तो ये तो प्रॉब्लम है। तीसरा सर एक जो आप लोगों ने सजेस्ट किया पॉलिसी, क्योंकि बहुत अच्छी आप लोगों ने बनवाई है, बड़ा अच्छा, आई एम रियली कॉन्ग्रेचुलेटिंग टीम, बहुत हार्डवर्क किया सर। उसमें एक प्रॉब्लम जो इंडस्ट्री की तरफ से मेरे को बार बार बताई गई, वो ये कह रहे हैं कि क्रेडिट बहुत बड़ा झोल है, चाहे वो फार्मर करें चाहे वो इंडस्ट्री करें। वो बैंक की जो प्रायोरिटी है वो एक अपने आप में एक ट्रबलसम काम है। इसको क्या प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर के लिए रिकमेंड करें, जैसे कि कुछ सेक्टर के लिए तो आरबीआई रिकमेंड करता है कि ये प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर है, क्योंकि बैंक कहती तो है पर बैंक प्रोजेक्ट लेती नहीं है। दूसरा इसका सर मेरा सब पॉइंट सबमिशन ये है कि कई इनका पैसा फंस जाता है क्रेडिट लिंक स्कीम में। तो वो कहते हैं कि अगर हमको सब्सिडी मिल रही है 30% की प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीशन के बाद, तो 10% की जो सब्सिडी है वो हर साल डायरेक्ट उसमें बैंक के, या तो बैंक की जो उनको गारंटी देनी पड़ती है, क्या वो सब्सिडी उसके साथ, क्योंकि उनको गारंटी कुछ तो कम देनी पड़ेगी। से फॉर एग्जाम्पल 1 लाख अगर 1 करोड़ की गारंटी है तो 30 लाख माइनस करके 70,000 के बराबर ही गारंटी देनी पड़ेगी। वो कुछ मैकेनिज्म पे काम करे, क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा सेक्टर है नहीं, अपने आप में स्ट्रगल करता हुआ सेक्टर है, कहीं रॉ मटेरियल नहीं मिल रहा है, कहीं ये नहीं मिल रहा है। तो ये सब तो प्रॉब्लम है ही है। तो बाकी कुछ हमारे पास पॉजिटिव जोन है, हमको वी शुड फोकस ऑन दैट। जैसे कि त्रिपुरा में अब मैंने देखा है कि काफ़ी एक्टिव हो गए हैं और वहाँ पे एक सप्लाई चेन सिस्टम भी है, तो वहाँ पे काम करें, लोकल ही प्रोडक्ट बनाएं और लोकल ही क्वालिटी वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट बाहर बेचें। सर ये सब मेरा प्राइमरी सबमिशन है। बाकी जर्मप्लाज्म वाला तो सर हम पहले ही डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, वो तो बाद में करेंगे।
चलिए, थैंक यू अजय।
Namaskar ji, can I
तो-
speak, sir?
या प्लीज।
Am I audible? Sir, आप मुझे सुन सकते हैं?
हाँ संजय, हम सुन सकते हैं आपको,
Okay.
प्लीज बोलिए।
Namaskar ji. Yeah, I was trying for long, but I was not able to get through computer. Sir, my question is, in the last 10 years, lots of work has been done for bamboo, but it has not been converted into industrial activity. What was the reasons with that? If there is any study has been done and carried out by any government agencies or anything, that will be helpful. As per our management team from Green Solutions concern, we conducted a comprehensive industrial activity failure in India in the last 10 years, and we find out the basic difference in our approach is that we are lacking collective manufacturing in bamboo. That is the main and the foremost reason. This is what we are not able to copy from China. First. Secondly, like in the paper industry, we have studied, and I was also fortunate that I did a work for a paper mill in UP here, and we find out the basic problem is the transporting bamboo. And our recommendation to that company was, please do not transport bamboo, because that is a clear-cut wastage. You are wasting 50% of logistics weight versus volume capacity. So instead of that, you should take the primary processing of bamboo up to the chipping level in forest. That is what completely missing, and this is what is making bamboo from the paper industry unviable. Still, I am hearing since morning that we are not speaking on this point, how the transportation of bamboo can be resolved, because this is a major factor. So collective manufacturing in India is the way forward, and we must apply full emphasis on this. Thank you so much.
Sir, bamboo is a bulky raw material. Now the concept has come to make the strips of the bamboo and then densification of it. So the cost of the transport comes some way can be handled in that way. Now the stripping and the moisture is the biggest problem. Normally the moisture content in bamboo is around 40 to 50%, and no one wants to bring the water from there. So there is a need to develop the system, the strips, densify those strips and remove the moisture from those strips. And we have to develop some system for that one.
Sir, here
But
is
this
my
system
one
is already
submission.
developed and it is readily available into the market. Only the thing is, we are not able to open up our eyes and put it forward. Still, the paper company thinks that you carry a 40 wagon train and carry the northeastern bamboo and bring it down to the any part of the India. This is the illogical activity, and that is the failure to the bamboo, not to the ideas.
Sir, here I have a submission with Dr. Sanjay Singh ji or even Dr. Gupta. What Sanjay Singh ji highlighting is right. Sir, actually logistic cost is like bamboo. Technically, total logistic cost is around 8 rupees to 12 rupees if you are getting from nearest point of Northeast and farthest point of Northeast. So practically, I don't suggest anything. My concept is very clear in that catchment area approach. We are suggesting Star Paper Mill, we are suggesting Quantum, we are suggesting some other paper mills. Go for the your area, because earlier this was the concept. Every industry has their own industrial supply before 1990 policy. When policy was implemented, then that was stopped. So again we have to, it may take some time, it may take 4 to 5 years, but then आज करेंगे तो 4 to 5 years के बाद होगा, 4 year के बाद करेंगे तो 8 to 9 year के बाद होगा. So we have to develop a concept. अभी demand है, supporting environment है. If मतलब पेपर फैक्ट्री जब वो यूकलिप्टस को एंड दे गो फॉर अदर स्पीसीज, दे शुड, अगर इफ दे वांट, दे शुड गो फॉर बैम्बू इन देयर कैचमेंट एरिया, जो कि 40 किलोमीटर से ज्यादा दूर नहीं होना चाहिए. वो तो एकदम क्लियर है, मैं एकदम शुरू से बोलता हूँ. नो 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 फॉर कमिंग फ्रॉम नॉर्थ ईस्ट तो हो ही नहीं पा रहा है, वो पूरा करना बहुत मुश्किल है.
Sir, that is the reason we are developing some pulp mill there. And here Mr. Purushottam.
That is good. That is another approach and very good. Yes, sir. Yeah, I agree with
And
you.
Mr.
That
Purushottam
we
will
agree
highlight
with
his
you.
project. Mr. Purushottam.
Completely agree with you and support you on that, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here from since morning and have a very wonderful discussion. I have experience here and listening to all the problem. We are working for the bamboo from last 2 years, and being a part of G20 also, we have visited the entire part of Northeast and discussed with all the ministries as well as the tribals and associations there and the growers also. And lately we have concluded that bringing in the bamboo directly from there, the entire supply chain will be disturbed because of the high cost, and the high cost will automatically bring down the viability of running it. Thereafter, we have planned and we are coming up with that our plant of bamboo-based pulp mill, and that was we have already initiated the step, and we are in the process. And our target is to set up a pulp mill of bamboo-based of 1,200 tons per day capacity. Since it is a 4 lakh tons per annum, the capacity will be there. And when from the nearby where the plant we have focused and we have taken the land there, the nearby it's all the outskirts of Mizoram, Tripura, Assam, Silchar, Kazar, all the those things are near the 50 to 100 kilometer wind city. So our focus is that the like I introduced ourselves also, that the product are bamboo is a very, it's also termed as a green gold, but that gold is not being properly utilized. So we want to make it as optimized utilization of that product. And when we develop the pulp there from that bamboos, you can imagine around 3.25 kg of a pulp bamboo is required for getting a 1 kg of pulp. So if we convert the entire bamboo into pulp and then we transport that pulp to the industry, which is a raw material for the paper industry, so definitely they will be saving around you can say 3.25 times of what they are they have to incur the cost of transporting the bamboo directly from the plant to the their plants, from the forest to the plants. So our major KRA is that we are associated with the paper industry from last 50 years and have a very neat knowledge of this paper, pulp and other industries. And our main area is that we are not going for the production of paper. Our main prima facie is production of the pulp. Because last year census, we have observed that around 42 lakh tons of pulp was imported in India from the overseas. So and I have discussed with Mr. Gupta also that it is our India is a net importer of the pulp. So why we are getting our all dependability on the overseas? So we should have our own pulp mill, and that pulp mill should be a commercial pulp mill for the Indian industry, because the big players, they have set up their own pulp mill, but they are integrated pulp mill. They are not a commercial pulp mill. And the small players like SMEs, which you have addressed, that SMEs cannot afford such a big capex because of this industry 4.0 norms. We have to put our recovery boilers, ATP, and lot of the things which we have to do for making our environment also clean. So our focus is to making a world-class facility there, where there will be the minimal damages. We are coming with that recovery boiler also. We are coming with that ATP also, and circular. You can say circular economy. We are always supporter of circular economy. Like Mr. Ajay Thakur has told that one waste of one will be the best of other. So we are also focused ki whatever is the waste, it should not be treated as a waste. It should be treated as an alternate raw material for any other industry, and that has to be captivated. And all this we have showcased in our all project report also. Already we are in discussion with DPIIT also, and a lot of meetings are there. We are getting in touch with the state governments as well as central government also. So some of these things we need a clarity, and as soon as we get some support and assurance from the government also, definitely we will move forward. And believe me, it will be the biggest game changer for the entire Northeast. If this pulp mill will get initiated there now, I promise that not less than 500 small allied industry will be get set up, because pulp is not used only for the paper. Pulp is used for the different varieties that Dr. Priti has already elaborated. Because of the high cost, because of the low availability, and because of the low accessibility, that all the green gold is being underutilized. And we don't want that our industry will always criticize Indian industry and says, yeah, China is doing better. We have the potential and we will do the potential, and we are accepting this challenge and we are going forward. But only the thing is that some roadblocks, every industry has to face it. So we are just in the edge of clearing that all blockages, and all the support of IWST and CPRI and DPIT and all government. We are in the concern that shortly we will definitely get announced of the Bhumi Pujan of the project. And thank you.
At present in India, we are having most of the mills, integrated mills, where the pulp is produced in the same place the paper is produced. Now the concept has changed. Now because the most of the pollution is generated during the pulping and bleaching of the raw material. So we can address in the best way our environmental issues in best way when we are having a larger size of the capacity of the pulp mill. Because we can't have a small size of pulp integrated unit of 100 ton per day or 200 ton per day. At present moment, for any paper industry, if it is producing the virgin pulp, the capacity less than 300 ton per day has no viability. There is a need to develop this approach, different approach. If we have separate pulp mill, we can produce all the pollution load one place and address it in the best way. And in that way, we can produce the paper without any discharge. Because the government is focusing on geo-liquid discharge in paper industry. Paper industry can be geo-liquid discharge on the basis of just only on paper industry, not pulp and paper industry. We can address the pollution problem in very best way in the pulp mill, where we are producing all the pollution, and that can be whatever the pollution is coming, it is coming to the form of the chemical recovery system can be handled in the best way, and it will be a matter of recovery of the chemical as well as recovery of the organic waste in the form of the energy. So it will be most of the energy requirement will be fulfilled by our own plant. Thank you.
And this will be the chlorine free and with the zero waste, what we have focused. Even the dust we got, the shrubs and all this, that waste will also be used as the bamboo waste is also have a good caloric value. We are using it as a biofuel. So all the things we have designed and already projected that there should be no wastage, and that product can be, you can say, from the waste to the wealth, and it will support entire Indian paper industry at the most. Thank you.
In the present moment, nothing is the waste. All the waste is a resource for any industry. So we have to develop the economical option to develop that waste resource into the good resource so that it can be utilized in the best way. And we have to develop the techno-economic viability of such type of system.
Sir, I agreed with
Sir,
this
मैं
point.
कुछ ऐड करना चाह रहा था.
Yeah, I will come to the same point what you are saying.
No,
Please first you start.
सर हार्वेस्टिंग के लिए सर हम लोग के यहाँ बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. जो मैनुअल हार्वेस्टिंग हम लोग का होता है, और मैनुअल हार्वेस्टिंग में वेस्ट भी बहुत काफ़ी होता है, और ट्रांसपोर्टिंग के लिए भी हमें बहुत दिक्कत होती है. तो हम लोग को हार्वेस्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी भी डेवलप करने के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा सर. और मेरे कुछ दोस्त वगैरह भी हैं और फ्रेंड्स हैं जो सेंट्रल इंस्टीट्यूट रिसर्च ऑन एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियरिंग, तो हमको ऐसा लगता है कि उनको भी हम लोग को साथ में लेना चाहिए और उनके भी कुछ व्यूज लेना चाहिए. और हार्वेस्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी जो मैनुअल हार्वेस्टिंग हो रहा है बैम्बू का, उसके बारे में सोचना है कि हम इसको जो है मैकेनाइज कैसे करें, जैसे कि इससे जो है कि इंडस्ट्री को भी बेनिफिट होगा और स्टेक होल्डर को भी बेनिफिट होगा सर. जस्ट थिंक अबाउट दैट कि हम लोग पैडी का था सर पहले, तो पैडी का क्या था कि लोग जो है मैनुअल हार्वेस्टिंग करते थे, उसमें वेस्टेज बहुत होता था। अब हम लोग जो है उसको मैकेनाइज कर लिए तो इजी भी हो गया और हमारा जो है प्रोडक्टिविटी भी बढ़ गया सर। तो अगर हम लोग इस दिशा में देखेंगे, मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ कि जैसे बैम्बू जो है बहुत गुड फाइबर क्वालिटी है, सेलुलोज भी बहुत अच्छा है और एक गुड मैंने हम लोग के लिए इंडस्ट्री के लिए बहुत सारा मैंने अच्छा जो है फाइबर की क्वालिटी मिल जाएगी। तो अगर हम लोग अगर हार्वेस्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी अगर अच्छा डेवलप कर लेंगे तो हमको लगता है कि किसान भी इससे जो है वो नहीं होंगे, फार्मर भी इससे दूर नहीं भागेंगे और बहुत सारी जगह में जो है जो बैम्बू अनयूटिलाइज है उसको हम लोग यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं सर। सो थिंक अबाउट दैट वन सर।
सर दो पार्ट ऐड करना चाहता हूँ अजय
Thank
ठाकुर।
you. Yeah, I think I'll just take one question from E. Vinay Kumar. I think he was raising hand for a long time. He should not get angry with us. So Vinay Kumar ji, please, आप कुछ बोलना चाह रहे थे? Yeah, please.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. I thank all of you for the wonderful session. Basically, I'm working on bamboo cultivation for Andhra and Telangana. Okay, here, what we are, I'm to enrolling the farmers to cultivate bamboo on the sites, as told by Prabhat sir also, because a small and marginal farmers may not be able to wait for 4 years without any income. So I'm requesting them to plant it on the bunds of the farm and cultivate it, and so that they can get a ancillary income from 4th year to 60 years. And in this regard, I'm working with Durai sir, and basically my presently what I'm enrolling the farmers is I'm seeing the bamboo crop, which is an output for one farmer and becoming input for another farmer. I'm seeing the use of the bamboo sticks for tobacco farmers. So I'm making an interlinking of the chain so that I get a market here itself to here. I mean, within the agriculture itself, I'm trying to set up, because in AP we don't have paper mills to my knowledge, because whatever was there, 2 paper mills that was shut down about 2 decades ago. So I am looking for the preservation techniques in this field so that the farmers can cut it anytime, because it is not like a vegetable or something. Bamboo, that is the most interesting thing I observed in bamboo is whenever industry wants, I can cut it and give it. Okay, it is after 4th year, it is matured, I can cut anytime. So that perishability is not there for me. But what is the industry is expecting is it's a treated bamboo will help the their product. It is not the green bamboo, just I cut it. So basically in that aspect, I would be requiring support to promote more farmers in our AP villages.
Thank you.
I'm actually, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, please.
Industry need matured bamboo, so that the problems will be less in that case, so that the silica content will be less and the other lignin content will also be reduced in that cases. So there is need to produce the mature bamboo and get it harvested. At present moment, our yield is very low in India in comparison to the China. We are getting just only 10 ton per acre, but in the China they are getting 45 to 50 ton per acre. So there is a need to develop the harvesting system so that the yield can be improved.
So thanks for the excellent opportunity. I'm from aerospace. Please believe me, if you have done the development for the aircraft, spacecraft, missiles, rockets, everything is because of composite materials. In composite materials, it's a carbon fiber and Kevlar fiber. We don't use any of the aircraft structure, not more than 2 or 3 mm. Bamboo is an extraordinary material. So what we have done at the Composite Technology Park, I'm also associated with the Pretty, and so we have done engineered bamboo, combining with the glass fiber, combining with coir fiber, all the corrugation sheets, and structural insulated panels. So please believe me, if you are using only 2 mm, 3 mm face sheet and use the low density, what we are using in the aircraft, it's a expanded polystyrene or anything, we can construct beautiful houses. The entire house can be constructed in one day. That's what we have demonstrated. So there are a lot of products we have developed, and I have a proposal because I'm only watching. I'm an outsider, but I am also insider. For the past 20 years, I've been working. And the very primary objective of our institute is to see how we can use the natural fibers like coir, bamboo, etc. So what we have done, sir, what is the problem is the products are available, but the market is not available. Like still our, Sujata madam was telling, the raw material is not available. It is available, sir. Please believe me. Entire bamboo in Karnataka, we are telling bamboo gold, underutilization, it is used for the tree god, sapling. You go anywhere in Bangalore, we are using that strip for the sapling. But that's a gold. So if we can use that, slice it, make bamboo plywood. What is required is mechanized bamboo unit should come. Very, very simple, just 1.5 lakhs. I already got that bamboo mechanized machine in our campus. We have already demonstrated. It has to be, I don't know, so many bamboo varieties are there. I'm talking about one variety where it can be used for the plywood and bamboo composites. Similarly, another one is flattened bamboo. There is no wastage. Most of the product, whatever we are talking about, almost 60% is a wastage. If you take bamboo, if you take the flattened bamboo, you just open it, remove the top and bottom, that knots, you have a fantastic material. This is what I have traveled, China extensively, bamboo, that Anji city, I've been watching, and when I come, I only pity why we are not able to do it. Sir, my humble submission is, we have a facility, complete facility. Please select, one or two entrepreneurs. We will demonstrate 25 crore per annum or 2 or 3 lakhs per day. We will demonstrate from the day one. Every week, you send me entrepreneurs, they will go. But only thing is they have to set up a factory. But when they set up, the problem is who is buyer. We all know Kerala State Bamboo Corporation is there. Sujata madam can correct me whether that unit is running or not. It's a wonderful thing. But why? I can tell you, it is not at all economically viable to use so many women and produce 1 or 2 mats per day. We are talking about moon mission, Mars mission. Give one machine, one lady can produce 10 mats. Raw material is available and it is not very expensive. Simple machines. Sir, we have to do that. Once the raw material is available, we can do wonders. This is my humble submission. Please take care of it. But if I've seen, our Honorable Gadkari said, oh, we want to do 50 crore. I have a proposal for 10,000 crore bamboo products, which are, the market is begging. You don't need to really do it because alternative material is very, very expensive. I will come and discuss with you personally. Take a look at it. Visit us. Everything is available. Complete setup is available. A to Z. We have 10 crore worth machinery. Everything is available. We have also given technology transfer and all that. Few people are doing wonderfully well. So this is what my submission is. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please.
Sir, I'm Dr. Raghu from Agriculture University, GKVK, Bangalore, sir. This is really very good deliberation, sir, on the potential crop, which is having a right time. Actually, you have did the very good deliberation, sir. It's a very interesting to know these deliberations, and I thank to ICFR and IWS to take this initiative, sir. Sir, my submission is, sir, actually, I am getting good number of farmers who are inquiring about the bamboo cultivation. Mainly, they want to see the demonstration plots nearby. And second thing is, they want to go for a buyback or rent agreement, and they're ready to go for a larger area cultivation, sir. And third is where they will going to get a quality planting material, sir. Even I have referred a good number of times IWST. But few people they tell we are not getting sufficient quantity of planting material from IWST. Means they want to go for a larger, if they want to go for a larger extent. This is my submission, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I think I request Ajay Thakur to prepare some project so that we can cover all the agriculture university in the country through the ICFRE Institute under the BTSG project. Ajay, please take note of his suggestion. We would be willing to work with them provided you get the funding under the BTSG from National Bamboo Mission.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. So kind of you, sir.
So
Thank you.
fund is not an issue.
Yeah.
And we are ready
So-
to provide fund to
So
ICFRE.
Yeah, ICFRE has to bring this into the project mode and take it to the National Bamboo Mission. Okay. Yeah, we'll work on that. Ajay, are you there? Taking note
Yeah,
of it?
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Okay.
Definitely.
And
Sir,
yeah.
good afternoon, sir. Myself, Ratna. I work for Center for Indian Bamboo Resource and Technology in Delhi. So we also have got a demonstration, a very mini small plant which has been developed, established in Uttar Pradesh. It's in foremost kind of the district in Bahraich. So we also have some interested farmers who are just there, and then we have planted some bamboos, some for the last 2 to 3 years. So they are into the stage of harvesting in coming years. Now we are also looking forward a treatment facility so that the bamboo produce which is just going to be attained into the coming years, which will be having some value added, can be converted into value added product, as well as there are farmers which are requiring the bamboo poles for their horticulture and agricultural crops. So that also can be given. And UP, anyone can just see that one only bamboos are the indigenous species which are there here and there, but most of the bamboos are procured from the northeastern side or from the Bihar side, and those are again treatment is nowhere written. The treatment facility is not there, not in much. I think Saranpur has got one facility right away, but rest of the other districts that we don't have anything. And then we have submitted one proposal in the present National Bamboo Mission guidelines with the Uttar Pradesh, the mission director, Uttar Pradesh National Bamboo Mission, and that proposal is, I think, it's in the consideration. It's not, we have not yet received the status, the approval on the project. If that has come through, that will be of help to us to just use the produce which is just going to be obtained from the farmers. And we also wanted that some kind of the financial facility, even though there are godowns and depot.
Madam,
Or there, yes sir, Prabhat sir, yes, आपके लिए मैंने, I have just put that query on the
no,
chat
no,
box, but it did not
no,
get delivered.
no. Actually, a lot of chat box is full.
Yeah.
I was just seeing, and very nicely they have written
Yeah.
that message to everyone will be saved after the meeting. So we
Yeah.
will see whatever you have put in the chat box. All of you have.
Yes sir.
But for
Yeah.
you, actually, we have already approved the annual action plan of the UP,
Thank you
and
sir.
already
Yeah, okay sir.
we have given the first installment. You
Okay,
just
sir.
be in contact with the mission director, state
Thank
mission
you.
director there,
Yeah. Okay,
and
thank you sir.
I think we are reviewing on the basis, but UP is not doing well as per the our NBM. But
Okay.
anyhow, that whatever you have proposal has come from UP, we have approved it.
Thank you, sir.
From the
Sir,
NBM.
and one more request. I'm sorry, just I'm taking 1 minute more. Like in New Delhi or in Delhi NCR, we don't have any demonstration plot, which is again one thing which anyone that who was coming like in Amity University or any other Mathura universities, that they are thinking of coming and then visiting a bamboo plantation site or the bamboo research institutions, though we are just talking about 20 years plus organizations working on both research technologies and also well versed and having expertise. We don't have any center which that we can give an exposition or exposure for the interested participants as well as the dignitaries which are there in Delhi. So this is also one more query which even our chairman, earlier chairman, Dr. I.B. Ramanujarov, he is not very well now, but he was very much interested and then establishing one such center in Delhi NCR. We are also looking forward kind of the support and how we can just approach like a National Bamboo Mission or any other institute which could be supporting us in doing that. So this is also one of the long-term kind of the agendas that which we just discuss it in our board of directors meeting, but we have not taken it into a further action. Sir, can you give some kind of the time for us? So Prabhat sir, if you are just giving us national Delhi or Haryana do not have any budgetary requirements there in the present budget in NBM. So that is also one of the reasons that we could not able to proceed any solid proposal for these two places.
Actually, you see, our guideline is very clear. It is available. Haryana, we wrote many times to opt the bamboo mission, but they have not opted it. Since it is a centrally sponsored scheme, so UP has opted. In NCR, you can opt the UP if Haryana has not
Yeah,
opted.
okay, sir.
So otherwise,
yes, okay, sir. Then yeah.
So that's the way you can complete. It is not a big issue, and whatever proposal is coming from annual action plan, nowadays we are approving it as such, because SLAC is coming from the chief secretary level, and now it is the right time you can approach, because it is
Thank
now
you
for
so
the
much, sir. Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
2425. Now they are submitting. You can approach the state and you can add your activity there.
Thank you so much, sir. Very well. We will be approaching our UP mission director in this regard.
Okay, thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
Ratna.
Yeah.
You got your problem solved. So this is a good forum. I think you are the most benefited person here.
Thank you so
if-
much, sir. Yes.
If anybody has to make any further comments, please. So we'll take some comments from offline.
So I want to speak regarding this using bamboo for the industry. I have some articles which is there actually with me. Actually, I can share with this actually. This bamboo can be used for the in the defense sector for searching the landmines. One thing. Second thing is that the bamboo, I think maybe the research is going on for that. Bamboo leaves is going to replace the normal cement, what is coming in the production right now. And bamboo charcoal that is going to replace with the green tire of that actually. So new industries can be, the thing can be done in this one. And regarding the last time, I think when I've come to the EBTs, Vipin Chawla sir, that I was talking about regarding what the modern industry is doing the plastic and the bamboo. What about the places all of the places actually? We are seeing that actually for the roofing material is either the bamboo, this one, or the cement, this one, and the plastic, this thing, the fiber sheet and all that. Why the bamboo, Dr. Ramu has got with a 50% plastic when bamboo has studied actually this one, that is done already. That can be taken as a roofing material for that, so that the leakage of this one, regarding the bamboo mat is using, number one, bamboo mat is using for the roofing material, for BMCS actually. But in that case, even the plastic particle board is using, then why not the roofing materials can be replaced other things with the composite material, with the 50% plastic and 50% bamboo is there. We are making the small products, but for the roofing material and anywhere actually, what I have seen that what is the Sibard earlier also, but and whatever the places we have saw that actually, all the places, maybe the problem is somewhere is not there, but all the places the problems are there for the roofing material, BMCS actually. So replacing the normal material with with the bamboo and the what the sir was talking about, the components actually, the bamboo, lot of composites has already come. I think last time I have talked to you, sir, actually in the PT. So this is my input, sir.
Sir, I would like to add one more thing. This is Vinay, sir. Actually, I'm also pursuing one opportunity of using the bamboo as an irrigation pipeline. So by cutting the internode junctions through drilling machine. So I would be, in this regard, I want to complete that project and present the paper to your review, sir. So that here the farmers who are not able to afford the costly drip irrigation pipeline, they can afford to the cultivated bamboo as a pipeline in their farm itself. That is the idea which I am pursuing. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So finally, now I request Ms. Seema Garg, PCCF Development Karnataka, to make her observation and comments.
A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries present here. From morning, I had actually joined online, and I was very impressed with the the knowledge that has been shared on this forum. I was also impressed by the fact that IWST has gone through a long process of having a lot of pre-meetings prior to this workshop. And from there, we could get the recommendations for the bamboo mission. Because I understand that whatever the amount, the subsidies that we are, giving with the support of the bamboo mission is very paltry. It's a very, very small amount, and it can only help the small industrial interventions. So the recommendations that I heard in the morning are really excellent, and I hope that the National Bamboo Mission will heed to it, so that we have a holistic approach to this whole bamboo thing. We can't work in isolation, like we are growing in one corner of the state and the industry for agarbatti is being set up in another. As everyone of you have expressed that, transit is a huge issue. Not only the permissions, the transit permits, etc. The cost is also prohibitive because it is a bulky product. So we have to have a cluster approach so that the areas which are rich in natural bamboo, or wherever we are, aiding the farmers for producing or for the demonstration plots, need to be tied up to this industry and also to the market. Then only it will be lucrative for a farmer. Otherwise, if they don't get a market, it's a waste for them, and they really don't have the resources to, block their funds and all these things. And I really appreciate the way Bamboo Mission is going about this whole thing. We have about, in the last 5 years, Karnataka, through the Bamboo Mission support, we have planted about 4,670 hectares in government lands. And we have planted about 3,435 hectares in the farmers' land. Now, these can be treated as demonstration plots. And I would like to connect to people who would like to, go and have a look at these. Other than this, the Bamboo Mission has also supported nurseries, high-tech nurseries. That is through the help of IWST, we got the clonal material, we got the transfer of the technology also. And governments, in a government setup at Darsani Parlia, we have raised about 5 lakh seedlings of tulda in the last couple of years. So that is a first thing that earlier we have never done it in a government setup. Other than that, we have supported some private nurseries also in Devanhalli. Some small plants of pelletization, agarbatti machinery, some training support, we have given through the Karnataka Forest Department through the mission. Now, the thing is that we need to really address this whole issue in a more integrated and a holistic manner, rather than, working in different silos and not transferring technology. Now, as for example, sir was speaking, somebody was talking about the harvesting. Harvesting of bamboo is a very difficult task. And especially where in government setup, sometimes we have very congested clumps. So we are unable to really extract it, and becomes prohibitive for any agency to work on it. And other than that, how to really maintain them in a healthy manner so that it is of use to whatever industry it is applicable to. Sometimes when after flowering also, some product, some of the bamboo is lying and open to wildfires. So all these interventions are required, And IWST being our knowledge partner just next doors to Karnataka Forest Department offices, we request for all sort of support, not only for harvesting or for nursery, but also for small machinery, which we can, have in our campuses, which we can use as a demonstration in different areas. Because Koppa, I find, has a lot of potential. Tirthalli areas have a lot of potential. Davangere, for that matter. All these areas, they have a lot of potential. A lot of medars are there, whom we can support. We can, link them to the market. And as Sir was expressing about, you expressed about so much of technology which we can use and help the farmers. So I would like to have a connect with you so that we can, some entrepreneurs who are interested, we can link them with you also, and at least we can use this resource, that is the bamboo, which we are unable to actually use it to the full optimized level. This is what my thoughts are, and again at the end I would like to thank IWST for opening up this whole gamut of things, which would definitely help the sector. Thank you.
Need to develop the linkage between the various stakeholders. So that holistic approach should come from there.
I agree totally. And this linkage, somebody was expressing we don't know whom to approach and all. So in Karnataka Forest Department, we have got a phone number which is a toll-free 1926. So if there is a demand, what is happening, we are working again driven by targets. But we would like to understand that what exactly you require, how much bamboo is required, what species is actually required, whether we can do it tulda or we have to go for dendrocalamus or bambusa bamboo. So all this we need to have a sort of demand also. So if anything is there in your mind, if you can connect to 1926 and just give your demand, and we can, if we know that it is really working, every month I can have a compilation of this data and have some sort of direction from there.
Seema madam, this is permission here. I have a unit in Hoskote. I'm one of the beneficiary of bamboo mission also. So the bamboo availability in the forest, it's actually sometimes officers are helping me like anything to get the permission and that. But in the ground reality, a lot of challenges are there. For example, if you have to pay 50,000 rupees payment, that we have to take 8 DDs. Even for 30 rupees also, I have to take a DD by paying 60 rupees. And whenever we send the vehicle also, we may not get the pass on time. Vehicle may have to halt in the forest for 2 to 3 days to get the, all things are adding up the cost. So nowadays it's very scared to take the material from the forest because of the unexpected delay in the ground and so much process. So working plans won't be there, many other things. If bamboo mission can, state mission can collect the data, and if we accept application through the mission, then it will be a great help, and making the payment online also will help us like anything. Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, there are a lot of difficulties, I know it. And as somebody was suggesting in the morning that maybe we should have a separate portal and somewhere where the mission can, connect with the farmers directly, so that, these small difficulties can be sorted out.
Madam, our pulp and paper industry earlier was known as the forest-based industry, but till आज की date में we are not taking any tree from the forest. We have developed the linkage in between the farmers and the industry, so that all the wood is coming to the paper industry from the social forestry and agroforestry. And farmers are open to sell it to anyone. And at the present moment, we are not getting the plants planted by the given by the paper industry, and that is going to the other industry, because we are not having such type of bond between the farmers and the industry. But we are open for that. At present moment, paper industry, all the wood is coming just through the social forestry and agroforestry.
Madam, one more serious thing actually, in this state forest area also, so much plantations coming under bamboo mission, but normally private people don't have the space. Actually, they are greed, they are planting very closely, even the surface road plant. But inside the forest also is like a block plantation. Bamboos are planting in 10 feet, 8 feet, 4 feet gap, which is not useful, and they are not able to sell. Always in the accounts of the forest records, the bamboos are there, but in reality in the ground, the bamboos are not useful at all. So at least in the forest, wherever within the forest area, if you are planting, please advise them to do proper spacing. Otherwise, it's not useful for anyone.
मैं ये कह रहा था कि बैम्बू प्रमोशन ऐप अगर हम लोग बनाएं तो उससे थोड़ा चीजें आसान हो जाएंगी बैम्बू प्रमोशन के लिए. ऐप इज वन काइंड ऑफ द डिजिटाइजेशन रूट फॉर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ बैम्बूस. तो हम लोग ऐप भी एक डेवलप करने की तरफ हम लोग सोच सकते हैं.
ओके, कर्नाटका सबसे पहले कर देगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
हाँ सर, दिस इज वन हब
ठीक.
बैंगलोर.
एक और भी डेवलपमेंट है. आई थिंक madam did not mention yesterday we almost approved one working plan for Sagar division. Sagar division, where we have proposed for harvesting of bamboo at 3 years cycle. So in that way, we'll get lots of bamboo from the forest area also. So I would suggest if the nearby division is also taken into account, and then the cluster of the big industry, like based on that raw material can be thought of from now only. So that there can be some linkage with the raw material and the industry. Maybe it can be bamboo lumber, or it can be bamboo laminate, or means if you are very optimistic, then it can be pulp also. Or in fact, we can also think of having the particle board also. So that kind of linkage can be thought from now only. Okay.
So
Thank you
strategically,
for
that
your
is a very
comments.
good location,
Yeah.
sir. The Sagar area and Shimoga, actually the quality bamboo of Brindisi and Bambusa, that quality we won't get it anywhere. We are paying 1 to 1.5 lakh rupees to transport to get the material from Northeast. If this Brindisi and Bambusa, any depot is coming in Sagar, it's a great thing. Actually, it will change the face of the bamboo sector here in Karnataka.
For the harvesting at every 3 years, and I think we will get a good number of comes from there. Okay, so in maybe from next year you will have the harvesting.
There's a need to propagate such type of activity in good manner.
India is also thinking, see, we neglected the bamboo sector, especially in the forest. We have not provided for harvesting. So now through working plan, we are focusing on that also. That is why I said, I hold this view that the problem in the bamboo sector is not of the raw material, but of the utilization. Until unless we have the industrial setup for utilization of bamboo, so bamboo can be grown also. It takes only 4 years. So that can be grown. That is not a challenge. Challenge is of having the industrial products. एक हाँ प्लीज ये पहले उनको आप जरा कुछ बोलिए Sushant, you have not shared your thoughts. You have been listening keenly to us.
No, nothing much. Like, no, just today, many of the topics are very new to me, like, no, paper and pulp and all that. So, one other thing, like, no, just lastly mentioned about the connecting people. Around 4 or 5 years back, I have recommended to NBM, like, no, for a national bamboo portal. Okay, when we have a portal, like, no, everybody can be a member of that portal, all the stakeholders. So there will be like no connectivity. We will be knowing like who is doing what kind of work, who is planting, what material, what quantity of material available, where, all that. So this is one of the thing like long back I had recommended. Okay, but somewhere like no, it could not happen. But recently, KFRI have done like no one, like I think something similar. Okay, but connecting maybe some of these different stakeholders, they have done something, and NBM is I think part of it. So I don't know much detail about it. And the industrial sector, especially like I support so much, but one doubt always I keep it in mind is bamboo like we call always as a natural, sustainable, eco-friendly, all that, but how much resin is going into it? Like some of the material we talk about is bamboo lumber. Okay, so isn't it becoming like a non-eco-friendly more? Some of that kind of questions are there not only from me, but many people have expressed these kind of thing. That is one thing. So how we can make a like little more sustainable model and technology suitable to the Indian bamboo species that we need to focus. And also technology need to be done, especially not just for the material development, but also for the application of unless these raw material come as a consumer product in the market, there will not be any much value to it. So that level technology also need to be developed. And there is no attention in the design application. Like now we Northeast we producing the bamboo lumber, but where is the design application of it? How people will get to know about it? There is no design application of it. So that also need to be taken along with the material development. That is what.
One of my, yes, sir. Just a query that the degraded land through National Bamboo Mission is it available to go for plantation of bamboo? Available. So that we can transfer the information to the takers from pulp and paper industry.
Hi, a request here. We have a Department of Mines and Geology. There is a National Mineral Development Fund, like for the degradation of the land and reclamation of the mineral lands. Government charges a royalty which is in crores, which can be utilized with a proper policy implementation using the National and State Mission Director. If they incorporate 5% or 10% of compulsory usage of the bamboo, then degradation of the mineral land can be utilized, and it will create a ecological imbalance across the states. I think this need to be taken as a prime request from the farming community. Thank you, team.
You already made this point earlier. Thank you.
Before we go ahead for the proposing vote of thanks, I thank Ms. Seema ma'am here for addressing the issue where she stressed upon to have an holistic approach towards the bamboo. And I thank all the participants here for their active participation. May I request Dr. Shakti Singh Chauhan, who is the Senior Most Scientist of Institute of Food Science and Technology, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mamta. Good afternoon, everybody. And I think we have been having a very good session for almost more than 3.5 hours. And it has been a very, very fruitful discussion covering various aspects of bamboo product manufacturing and utilization aspect of bamboo. So it's my privilege duty to just to give a vote of thanks to all of them. And at the outset, I am very thankful on behalf of IWST and on my own behalf to Director General of ICFRE, Madam Kanchan Devi, for giving her valuable thoughts and setting the tone for this today's workshop. And since it has been it is a very important workshop in terms of suggesting amendments or giving some suggestions in the NBM guidelines. So thank you, madam, for being with us, giving your valuable time for this particular workshop. I'm also thankful to Dr. Prabhat Kumar, Director NBM, for his insight of bamboo sector and the suggestions what he has provided that what needs to be done in order to, as he mentioned, that the consumption of bamboo has to be increased. And I think the whole purpose of this workshop was focusing on that, particularly like sector like pulp and paper. Pulp can become a very big consumer of bamboo, which is grown by the farmers. So I'm extremely thankful to Dr. Prabhat Kumar for being there throughout this session and giving his valuable comments and in fact sorting out some of the problems from Uttar Pradesh where Ms. Ratna was there. So thank you very much, sir. I'm also thankful to Director DPPIT, Shri Mohammad Ali ji, again giving information about the role played by DPIIT in promoting bamboo and bamboo-based products. So thank you very much, sir. And thank you to Madam Seema Garg for being here personally, and also she was there online and giving her valuable suggestions and thoughts as far as the Karnataka State Bamboo Mission is concerned. And I know, like IWST has been involved in the COPA where the CFC was established. And so right from the starting, Karnataka Forest Department and IWST were very close, like working together in setting up the machines in Copa and other couple of more places. I think, yeah. So I think our association will continue in this direction. And thank you very much, Madam, for being here. I'm also thankful to Director CPPRI, Dr. M.K. Gupta ji, for coming over here. I think, and full night he has been traveling after completion of yesterday's training program, coming from Saharanpur to Delhi, and Delhi early morning. I saw him reaching here at 7:30, and his enthusiasm in participating into this workshop. And not only that, he also organized that pre-discussion meeting on 29th on paper and pulp-based industries. And again, there was a really good participation and good interaction because I was also there in that particular meeting also. So thank you, Dr. Gupta, and also Dr. Preeti for making this presentation and being involved into the whole process. And I think this is where recently when we signed an MOU between CPPRI and IWST, and I think this is one of the outcomes of that, that both the institutes together worked on this, and we have come out on the recommendations, did this workshop. So thank you to both of them. I'm thankful to all the industrial members. I think from paper and pulp industry, we have a very good representation here. Mr. Purushottam ji, Mr. Manohar, Dr. S.P. Singh, and also Dr. Gopalan. From I know, like it has been there, RV Typhic Composite Center. So thank you very much for being here, sir. And also I'm thanking all the industrial members who were part online, joined online today. And making this workshop very, very successful and meaningful with their suggestions, which we will try to incorporate in our detailed report, which we will be submitting it to the NBM. And I'm thankful to our director, IWST, Dr. MP Singh, sir. I think his enthusiasm, and yesterday also after attending meeting, he was with us till 7:30 in the evening, making all the necessary changes in the presentation and giving his suggestions. So his personal involvement, it also makes us to do in the same way, like planning it meticulously. Not only this, also our pre-discussion meetings. So he was monitoring all those meetings also, though he gave us free hand that you organize the meetings and come up with the suggestions. But I'm very, very thankful to him for leading this entire process of consultation and churning out the suggestions through today's workshop. So I'm thankful to you also, sir. I'm thankful to all the HODs and the team IWST, particularly the team which has worked extensively on doing pre-discussion seminars, whether Ms. Sujata, Dr. Vipin, Ritesh, Ejumalai, Dr. Anil, every one of them, they have put in their best effort in bringing out these suggestions. I think that was more critical aspect, that how best we can bring out the suggestions and preparing DPR, talking to different stakeholders. In fact, whatever we have suggested now in terms of increasing that caps for different products. Now that all has come out after the thorough discussions which we have done. So thank you very much to all of you for making this event very, very successful. And at the end, once again, I thank all the secretaries, all the group coordinator research, all HODs, and assistance provided by others of our institute. And thank you very much once and all.
Yeah, and and I
इसको 12 सौ टन क्वालिटी का एक प्लांट लाने का प्लान किया हुआ है डिप्लॉय हुआ, जिससे कि करीब 5,000 जो है टन आपका जो है वो का बन गया।
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I think we see many more like this.
I thank Dr. Shakti Singh Chauhan for proposing
yes.
a wonderful vote
Let us
of
give a
thanks
big
here,
hand to him.
who is
for
anchor of this
coordinating all the
workshop.
discussion.
Yeah.
Chauhan, for coordinating all the 4 discussions.
Yes.
On my behalf. So, and Dr. Gupta, please give some, because we have not incorporated any recommendations for the NBM. So please give you have seen our presentation. So you give your slide, what you want to be incorporated with the madam, okay, for MSME or for your bigger one. So what kind of suggestion you want, you please give it to us so that we will incorporate there. You have made it understand, but we are not sure about the recommendation. Okay, what needs to be incorporated in the recommendation? So please give that one. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.